I am the undercurrent beneath the still ocean, gentle until you touch the strength I keep hidden. This is the declaration of a true Pisces. Sometimes Pisces may seem as if they are living on another planet. Those born under this sign can be called anything from genius to downright eccentric, but to truly understand them, you only need to take a closer look at the unique traits that shape their personality. Pisces, who do you think they are? Harmless dreamers with gentle eyes, or enigmatic figures whose minds you can never quite decipher? Have you ever wondered why Pisces can both captivate and unsettle those around them? Are they geniuses or just escape artists fleeing from reality? What makes them willing to sacrifice everything for others, yet so easily imprison themselves in silent sorrow? And why do they sometimes seem to vanish from life, leaving you with countless unanswered questions? Pause for a second and face the truth. Pisces are not as simple as you think. Behind their delicate exterior lies a complex soul, full of contradictions and shadows they rarely reveal. Do you dare to look deeper? Do you have the courage to uncover the dark secrets, the hidden wounds beneath their perfect facade? These are 21 deep truths about Pisces, the things that make them the most mysterious, the most incomprehensible, and sometimes the most intimidating of all the zodiac signs. This video is also dedicated to all Pisces, so you can better understand and explore your own nature. Let's begin. 1. Pisces has a vast heart. Pisces are not just compassionate people. They are the embodiment of unconditional love, an ocean of kindness that seems never-ending. Their heart is as vast as the night sky, ready to embrace the world, from lost souls to the forgotten ones. They see the light in the darkest corners of humanity, even in places where you may fear to look. Their empathy is not just a reaction. It is a rare gift, an innate ability to understand the pain, joy, and hopes of others without judgment. No matter who you are, no matter how dark your past may be, Pisces will welcome you with genuine warmth, as if they were born to heal the wounds the world has left behind. 2. Pisces brings out the best in others. Pisces are not just supporters. They are the wind beneath your wings, lifting your dreams higher with an unshakable optimism and sincerity. They have the power to turn your self-doubt into unwavering confidence. They don't just encourage you to move forward. They quietly infuse you with positive energy, like a soft light piercing through the thickest fog. Being around a Pisces feels like bathing in a spiritual stream, where every sadness dissolves and you begin to believe in the impossible. When you fall, they don't just pick you up. They make you believe that you deserve to stand on the highest peaks. That is the magical power of Pisces, transforming the seeds of potential within you into blooming flowers of greatness. 3. For Pisces, what matters most is the soul. Pisces are not dazzled by superficial beauty or the glitter of material things. They are explorers of the soul, constantly diving deep into the inner world of others, where the true stories are told. To them, a beautiful face means nothing without a sincere heart or a profound mind. They love spending hours listening to you, delving into the thoughts you've never dared to express, and connecting with you on a level that few can reach. But if you are merely a dazzling shell with no depth, don't be surprised when Pisces quietly drifts away. They have no time for shallowness. To them, true beauty lies in invisible scars and silent dreams hidden within your mind. 4. Pisces has an incredibly powerful intuition. Pisces do not rely solely on logic. They are guided by an internal compass, a sharp intuition that acts like a flame lighting their path in the darkness. Their instincts are like deep ocean currents, always knowing the right direction, even when the road ahead is unclear. They pick up on subtle vibrations that others miss. A fleeting glance, a slight change in tone, or even a meaningful silence. This not only helps them steer clear of potential dangers, but also allows them to see through the things that people try to hide. Sometimes you might wonder if Pisces are psychic because they seem to know what's coming before it even happens. To them, intuition is not just a feeling. It is a secret superpower that guides them through life. 5. Pisces values quality over quantity in friendships. Pisces do not chase after noisy crowds or build relationships just to fill social gaps. To them, friendship is a sacred temple where only those truly worthy are invited to step inside. They don't waste time on shallow conversations or fake smiles. Instead, they pour their heart into building deep, lasting connections, as strong and unshakable as the roots of an ancient tree. A small group of close friends who understand them to the core is far more valuable than thousands of fleeting acquaintances. Pisces are willing to dedicate their heart and time to those they cherish, but if you cannot reciprocate their sincerity, they will quietly withdraw, leaving you to wonder what made them disappear. 6. Pisces are eternal dreamers. Pisces don't just dream. They live in parallel universes that reality can never touch. To them, the present world can sometimes seem like a dull, gray canvas, while their minds are a dazzling galaxy filled with colors and infinite possibilities. They retreat into their dreams not to escape, but to recreate themselves, where all rules are broken and all limits dissolve. As bold visionaries, Pisces are unafraid to throw away outdated frameworks to carve out a completely new, unique path. While others cling to what is tangible, Pisces soar among the impossible, turning what seems unattainable into reality. They don't just dream. They are the living embodiment of dreams, eternal and indestructible. 8. Pisces are an enigma that is hard to grasp. Pisces are not an open book you can easily read from cover to cover. They are a tangled riddle, a mysterious labyrinth that even those closest to them struggle to decipher. Their personality flows like water, refusing to be trapped within any rigid mold, constantly shifting and escaping conventional definitions. One moment, they can be as gentle as a spring breeze. The next, as deep and unfathomable as the black abyss of the ocean. This mystery does not just spark curiosity. It creates an irresistible allure, pulling you into a vortex of unanswered questions. What are they thinking? What lies behind that fleeting smile? Pisces are masters of concealment, making you forever lost in the journey of discovering who they truly are. 9. Pisces are deeply emotional beings. Pisces don't just feel. They live and breathe within an ocean of intense emotions, where every wave has the power to carry them away. Their soul is as sensitive as a harp, resonating with every note of life, from the brightest joys to the deepest sorrows. In just a moment, they can plunge from the peaks of happiness to the depths of darkness, only to smile again as if they had never been hurt. This fluctuation is not a weakness. It is proof of their vast heart, always open to embracing every shade of existence. Others may find it confusing, even unsettling, to keep up with their emotional winds, but for Pisces, this is their way of being, intense, genuine, and completely uncontrollable. 10. Pisces have a strong connection to the spiritual world. Pisces do not solely exist in the physical realm. They are wandering souls, drifting between dimensions where the universe whispers secrets that ordinary people cannot hear. They possess an invisible thread connecting them to the mystical, as if they were born to sense the pulse of all things. While others are caught up in the minor details of life, Pisces gaze at the grand picture, where everything holds a deeper meaning. Practices like meditation and mindfulness are not just hobbies. They are pathways that allow them to merge with the spiritual current, where they find peace amid the storms within. Sometimes, you may wonder if Pisces are living in an entirely different reality, one where only they can see the light beyond human perception. 11. Pisces have an uncanny ability to read people's true intentions. Pisces don't need words to understand you. They see past external facades and reach into the deepest corners of your soul. With their razor-sharp sixth sense, they can uncover the truth within minutes of meeting someone, like a psychic detective who needs no tangible clues. Averted eyes, a trembling handshake, or a forced smile. These are all open books to them. Their instincts rarely fail, and if you approach them with bad intentions, don't expect to fool them. They will sense the darkness within you before you even act. This ability is not just a talent. It is an invisible shield that protects them from insincere people. 12. Pisces are highly adaptable and can fit in anywhere. Pisces are not bound by rigid limitations. They are flowing water, slipping through every crevice, always finding a way to blend into any environment. Whether life throws them into sudden changes or harsh challenges, they endure with a natural flexibility, like a willow bending effortlessly in the storm. Their adaptability isn't just about survival. They turn it into an art, finding common ground with anyone, from strangers on the street to the most complex souls. From the very first meeting, Pisces can make you feel as if you've known them forever, with a warm smile and an openness that dissolves all barriers. They do not resist the current. They are the current. Before moving on, if you've been finding value in this content, I'd truly appreciate it if you subscribe to our channel, like and share the video to others. Your encouragement helps us move closer to our goal of 20,000 subscribers, a milestone that inspires us to keep delivering meaningful insights and practical guidance. 13. Pisces have a generous and selfless nature. Pisces are not just generous, they embody the essence of unconditional giving, finding deep joy in uplifting others without expecting anything in return. To them, happiness is not in possessing, but in offering, whether it's a gentle word of comfort or a grand act of sacrifice. They are the type of people who would give away their last coat to warm a stranger shivering in the cold, never thinking twice about themselves. This generosity is not weakness, but the strength of a heart that loves beyond all boundaries. But don't be mistaken, Pisces do not exist to be taken advantage of. They simply cannot live any other way, because giving is their very breath. 14. Pisces can be extremely indecisive at times. Pisces are not always the most decisive people. They often find themselves standing at life's crossroads, caught in an endless storm of intertwining thoughts. They analyze every tiny detail, consider every possibility, and sometimes this plunges them into prolonged hesitation. Friends and family may grow frustrated with their reluctance, but to Pisces, it is not a weakness. It is the careful contemplation of a soul that feels too deeply. They fear mistakes, fear hurting others, and fear missing something important. This indecisiveness is the price of having both a vast heart and a profound mind. They cannot simply act without seeing every hidden corner of the grand picture of life. 15. Pisces fear rejection and loneliness. Pisces don't just crave love, they need it like the air they breathe. Their soul is like a wandering bird, always searching for shelter, longing for deep and meaningful relationships to soothe their ever-present loneliness. But their path to love is not paved with roses. The fear of rejection clings to them like a shadow, making them hesitate even when their heart begs them to open up. They dream of genuine companionship, yet their hidden insecurities often lock the door to their soul, leaving them standing still as opportunities slip away. Pisces love fiercely, but this intensity is a double-edged sword, making them both desperate for and terrified of abandonment. 16. Pisces have an intensely creative soul. Pisces don't just love art. They are living, breathing art, where every emotion transforms into haunting brushstrokes, melodies, or poetic verses. Their soul is a radiant sky where extraordinary ideas bloom like flowers in a spring rain. They could be writers who craft stories that bring you to tears, musicians whose notes strike the deepest chords of your heart, or poets who turn pain into immortal verses. Pisces' unique perspective of the world is not just how they see, it's how they recreate, turning the ordinary into masterpieces of inspiration. For them, creativity is not just a talent, it's a breath of life, the way they find meaning amid the chaos of existence. 17. Sometimes, Pisces need to be alone. Pisces are not always social butterflies. Sometimes they retreat into their own shell, where silence becomes the medicine that heals them. They do not run away from the world out of hatred, but to find themselves amid the noise and turbulence of life. These moments of solitude allow them to listen to the deepest voice within, to reflect on the things that time never stops to let them process. Their loved ones should not misunderstand or feel hurt when Pisces suddenly vanish like a wisp of smoke. This is not distance, but a way for them to recharge, like the ocean pulling back its tides before returning with even greater waves. This withdrawal is not rejection. It's a promise that they will return, stronger and more whole than before. 18. Pisces value honesty and sincerity. Pisces don't just like the truth. They worship it like a lighthouse guiding them through the darkest nights. To them, a harsh truth is worth more than 1,000 sugar-coated lies because they believe that sincerity is the foundation of all meaningful relationships. Don't try to deceive them with pretty words or roundabout stories. They will see right through you, not with their eyes, but with their razor-sharp intuition. Being lied to doesn't just hurt them. It's a stab at their self-respect, making them feel as though their intelligence and sensitivity have been underestimated. Pisces do not demand perfection, but they demand the truth. And if you cannot give them that, you will lose the warm light they once shone upon your life. 19. When Pisces love, they love deeply. Pisces do not rush into love. They are careful explorers, searching for a kindred soul among the countless passing faces. But once their heart chooses you, they will love you with everything they have, like a fire that never dies, even in the midst of a storm. They give not only their affection, but their soul, building relationships with a devotion and loyalty that few can match. Among the 12 zodiac signs, Pisces are the deepest lovers, willing to sacrifice their own dreams to make yours come true. Their love is not a fleeting breeze, but a vast ocean, intense, enduring, and sometimes so overwhelming that it takes your breath away. To Pisces, to love is to live, and to live is to love with all their heart. 20. Pisces have a competitive fire that often goes unnoticed. Don't be fooled by Pisces' gentle demeanor. Within them burns a silent fire, ready to erupt when faced with a challenge. Few people realize this, but when pushed into situations where they must prove themselves, Pisces shed their dreamy exterior to reveal an unwavering determination. They don't compete out of arrogance or pride, but out of a quiet desire to surpass their own limits and silence those who doubt them. If you underestimate them, be prepared for a surprise. They will work twice, even 3 times as hard, with a persistence you never expected, just to prove that they are far from the fragile figure you once thought they were. Pisces don't just dream, they fight to turn dreams into reality. 21. Pisces can instantly sense when their loved ones are hurting. Pisces are not just sensitive to their own emotions. They are silent guardians of the hearts of those they love. With an emotional instinct as sharp as a blade, they can sense your sadness before you even realize it yourself. A lost gaze, an incomplete smile, or an unusual silence, all are signals that Pisces pick up on immediately. And once they recognize that you are sinking into darkness, they won't hesitate to act. They will rush to you like a warm breeze, bringing comfort, encouragement, and sometimes just their quiet presence, which is enough to heal. For Pisces, taking care of their loved ones is not just a duty, it is instinct, the way they express their deepest unspoken love. Are you ready to uncover more of the profound mysteries of your zodiac sign? Pisces is not just a constellation in the sky. They are an entire world of secrets, where every facet holds a story waiting to be unveiled. Step into this journey, and you will realize that Pisces is not just what you see, but what you feel deep within your soul. Thank you, and see you in the next video.